Basic Math, Chapter 1, Section 9, Rounding Whole Numbers. Look at the numbers below. These are the hundreds numbers. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Changing numbers to the nearest 10, 100, or 1,000 is called rounding. Example 1. Round 352 to the nearest 100. Step 1. Underline the digit in the rounding place and look at the digit to the right. So 3 is what we're trying to round the nearest 100 to, so that gets underlined. The digit to the right is 5, and that's why it's blue. Step 2. Compare this digit to 5. 5 is equal to 5. Step 3. If this digit is 5 or more, then add 1 to the rounding place. So 5 is equal to 5. So we need to add 1 to the rounding place. So 3 add 1 is 4. Step 4. Change the digits to the right of 4 to 0. So 400, 400. 352 rounded to the nearest 100 is 400. If the digit in the rounding place is 9, you may need to round up to the next higher place. So let's take a look at example 2. Round 42,971 to the nearest 100. Step 1. Underline the digit in the rounding place and look to the right of that digit. So we're rounding to the 100. The 9 is in the hundreds place. The 7 is one space to the right of that, so it's blue. Step 2. Compare that blue digit to 5. If it's 5 or more, then it will go up 1. 7 is greater than 5, so we're going to have to add 1, and that's step 3. But since the digit in the rounding place is 9, we're going to change that to a 0 and add 1 to the place to the left. 9 plus 1 makes 10, so the 0 goes down, carry the 1 to the next place value. 2 plus that 1 is 3. So the new rounded up number would be 43,000, because all the digits to the right of that 0 are all 0. $42,971 rounded to the nearest 100 is 43,000. Do not change the digit in the rounding place if the digit to the right is less than 5. Let's look at example 3 for that. Round 542,489 to the nearest 1,000. So we follow the steps. Step 1. Underline the digit in the rounding place, which is rounding to the nearest 1,000. So we underline the 2. Look at the digit to the right of that, and that would be, in this case, 4. Step 2 is compare that digit 4 to 5. 4 is less than 5. Step 3, since this digit is less than 5, do not change the digit in the rounding place. So the 2 does not change, it still stays 2. Step 4 is to change all the digits to the right of that to 0. So after the 2, all the digits get changed to zeros. 542,489 rounded to the nearest 1,000 is 542,000. Let's try practice A and round each number to the nearest 10. 10 is the 1 here, and we're going to then look at the 3. If 3 is less than 5, then it is going to become a 0 and the 1 stays the same. So it rounds to 210. 6 is in the tens place, and 7 is to the right of that. 7 is greater than 5, so 6 is going to have 1 added to it. The number will be 470. 467 rounded to the nearest 10 is 470. Number 3, rounding to the nearest 10, 4 is in the tens place. The 3 is in the ones place, which is to the right of 4. 3 is less than 5, so 4 will not change. The number 843 rounded to the nearest 10 will be 840. So the 3 becomes a 0. Let's try one more of practice A. 961 has 6 in the tens place. That's the number we're rounding to. The 1 is to the right of the 6, so that's what we're going to see if it is 5 or more. It is not. 1 is less than 5. So we're going to round 961 to the nearest 10 to make it 960. The 1 becomes a 0. So that's how we round to the nearest 10. Let's practice rounding to the nearest 100. 100 for number 9 would be a 0 in this case. Looking one place to the right is the 2. 2 is not more than 5, so it is not going to change the number. 88,027 rounded to the nearest 100 is 88,000. The 0 is already a 0, it stays at 0. 27 becomes 00, comma. 53,595. The 5 is the 100 place. The number to the right is a 9. That is more than 5, so 5 will have 1 more to it. 53,595 rounded to the nearest 100 becomes 53,600. Number 11 has 50,514. This 5 is in the hundreds place. To the right is a 1. 1 is not 5, it is less than 5. So 50,514 rounded to the nearest 100 becomes 50,500. Number 12. 105,336. This 3 is in the hundreds place. And this 3 is in the tens place to the right of it. Rounding 105,336 to the nearest hundred would give us 105,300. So that's how we round to the nearest hundred. Let's practice C. Round each number to the nearest thousand. For number 17, 77,223 has a 7 in the thousands place, and this 2 is in the hundreds place, which is just to the right. Rounding 77,223 to the nearest thousand would keep the 7 the same. 2 is not 5 or more, so it stays the same. 77,000 is the rounded number to the nearest thousand. 18. 43,567. 3 is in the thousand place. 5 is the number to the right. Rounding to the nearest thousand, 43,567 shows us it rounds up to 44,000. The 3 gets one more because 5 is 5 or more. So 44,000 is the nearest thousand. Let's try a couple more. 20,501. The thousand is the 0 here. The number to the right is a 5. Since it is 5 or more, it's going to up the score. So we will write 20,501 as one more thousand to 21,000. And all the numbers to the right of the underlined number, the thousands place, become zeros. 9 is in the thousands place. 7 is the number to the right of that. For 20, we're looking at the number 109,736. 7 is 5 or more, so it's going to up the score. So we will add 1 to 9. 9 plus 1 makes 10, and since we can't fit the number 10 in the thousands place, we have to regroup that 1 into the next place value to the 10,000s place. So it will become from 109,736 rounded up to 110,000. And that's how we round to the nearest thousand. So please practice this. Take a look at your exercise 9 in Canvas from the workbook. All right, thank you very much.